All right, so now onto the kick properly. So this particular song has two kick drum tracks, kick drums, which is a basically kick drum and a few cymbals here and there. So let me show you what's going on there. As you can hear, it already has the reverb going. Reverb going on. It also has some cymbals playing quietly in the background. We're going to split these up into two tracks. Actually, we're going to split them up into three tracks. One is going to be for a kick trigger. So since the reverb's already built in, I want to have a little bit more control over the kick sound in general. So the first thing I'm going to do is duplicate this track, everything on there. Now I have two kick tracks. Zero that out for now and just worry about this one. And after that, we're also going to split it into, we're just going to create a new track, stereo, kick cymbals, and we're just going to move these over because, looks like I already split that one. I want to process them separately, just two spots. We'll worry about those later when we get on to overheads and cymbals. All right, now what we're going to do here is I'm just going to have that go on. I'm going to make sure this loop is on, and we're just going to process this real quick. All right, so first thing we're going to do, actually the only thing we're going to do to this particular channel is grab an EQ and see if we can find our fundamental frequency. Let me hit play. I feel like it's somewhere around 85, so we're going to turn that off, turn on a high pass. So what I want to do is, what I'm doing is doing the high pass, so the beginning of the curve down, I'm just going to start right, sort of right where that fundamental is. What I'm doing is just getting rid of that low end sub-lows that aren't really necessary, mostly created by the reverb effect that's going on. I want the fundamental basically to be the most powerful thing right at the beginning of that low end frequency. All right, that's all we're doing to this particular track. Now with the duplicate, since I want control of some type of kick drum without the fundamental frequency getting in the way, I'm going to pop open, let's see, multi-channel, other, Drumagog. I'm going to pop open my drum sampler, and I'm going to pull up a kick drum. Mute that. Since it's sample, I'm just going to do a little bit of dynamics tracking, not a lot, and all right, so what I'm doing with the blend here is I'm listening for that fundamental frequency. Basically seeing if that low end on there is about the same, which it actually seems to be about right. So I'm just going to leave that there. All right, next thing I'm going to do is to see they're both grouped already. I'll show you how to do that. Actually, let's just all right, just deleted that group. Now I'm just going to mix this first kick drum roughly where I want it in the mix. All right, so I put this first one at about -6, second one then just sort of brought this second kick drum to fill. Basically, I just want a little more oomph from that kick drum. I actually may have a little bit too much attack. I'll work on that later. But right now we're pretty good. All right, now we're going to grab this other kick. And where does that start? right here. Mute that. All right, that also has some reverb built into it. It's a pretty soft kick. I'm going to leave it alone for the most part, but I'm going to dirty it up. So I'm just going to go to my harmonic, and where's my dirty tape? There you go. So I've become a big fan of just different type of saturation techniques, and why did it go away? On the last couple of years, sometimes clarity is not the answer. Sometimes dirtying things up is the answer. So we're just going to play with that. There we go. Just dirties that up a little bit, and we're going to bring it in with the other kick drum. All right, we're going to move the kick cymbals over just near the cymbal files. We'll do that when we're playing with cymbals and things later. And let me show you real quick how to do a group in Pro Tools. It's really simple. Down here, on your name selection, click where you want to start, either or. Now you can hold down Command on Apple and highlight them individually, or you can click on the first one, hold down Shift, click on the second, and there you go, all three are highlighted. Then after that, you do Command G to create a group, kick drum group, and then for the ID, I'm going to move it to K. So for a nice little hotkey, so that way I know if I hit K, my kick drum is going to turn on and off. That way during the song, if I want to turn my kick up and down, I can do that and adjust all of them. Another way to do it is turn that off and then adjust individual levels. But we don't need to do that right now, so we're going to leave that alone and move on to the snare drum.